Hey, what's up everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to another edition of Pro Qualifying with Kellen, the one and only. And today, we're going to try to get some qualifying done here on the MXSGP track of Qatar. Race going on tomorrow afternoon, well, noon-ish for me, but afternoon for the rest of the US, and into the night for the Euros, since it's obviously a little bit more Eurocentric. But yeah, we're just going to play this track for a little bit. We got people already hanging out in chat. Got some music going, and I'm going to try to run myself some times that will get me maybe into the top 10 of qualifying. Personally, I've always liked outdoors a lot better in this game than I like Supercross. And so far I'm enjoying this track, but I'm just not as quick on it as I'm or I would expect I would be, at least. Currently qualified, I think 19th or something with a 41.5. Most people are right in the 40s to 39 range. A couple people in the 38s, and one guy is in the 37s, and I think it's still that way, or at least that's how it was last night when I was checking. So gonna do what I can. We're hanging out in this server with Zoa Cross, Jeremy Molson, and Fred Heather is not there. But what's going on, chat? How's everybody doing today? Got JC Sparta, Dylan Tries Gaming, JL Barb, MXer, 334. Gonna run some laps on Losail. If anybody is qualifying for this series, or plans to race it tomorrow or whenever they do amateur day as well, I'm currently in the emfq5.mxsim.fr19808 server, so you can certainly come in here and run your laps as well. Always love to see other people getting involved. Or you could just watch me try to put in my laps, try to get into the 40s and the 39s like the rest of the other guys. Yeah. It's tough because I still have my Supercross suspension on, and it's probably going to be that way, at least for the first like 4 or 5 GPs if I do end up racing all of them. Given that those first 4 or 5 GPs are during Supercross season still, and then obviously once we get to outdoors in the AMA side of stuff, or for the RF side I should say, then we'll get our national setup going and be able to put a little bit more effort into the GPs. Looks like there's actually a lot of people in this game that are actively just going straight into full GP mode. Like a lot of people already releasing some team packs and stuff for it. But also in general, people just kind of already sick and tired of Supercross that want to do nothing but race this GP series. Like for example, we see he was suspended for 6 months from RF anyway, so we haven't been seeing him in Supercross, but Jesse Mullins looks like he might be racing this series. And obviously an outdoor specialist, the 2-time Race Factory Gaming Outdoor Champion. Thank you, Jordy, for the host. And again, you guys, anybody that follows will have an icon pop up on the screen. Anybody that goes down to the description below and hits that donate button will also have a cool icon and a message pop up on the screen that they can write in themselves. So, you know, just throwing that out there. Don't have to take advantage of that, but if you do, you're one of my favorite people.
Well, I'm just waiting for a mate.
Thank you, Jackknife951, for the follow. Trying to run my lap here, so obviously get a little bit more into the focus mode because I'm trying to actively pay attention to the track as it comes to me instead of talk and get distracted. Missed the rut. It's alright, keep chugging along here. See what time I can run. Feeling like this is going to be one of those like 142s. Can pretty consistently run right about 142, high 141s right now, judging by the times that I've been able to play the track so far. So, kind of know where I'm at a little bit. Gonna try to get down into the 40s though if I can. Get a little bit better gate pick for tomorrow. Yeah, there's a 42-1. I hate where those ruts are too. They don't start until way later into the corner. Sup, Blizzard? Yeah, Glory, this is on a server. This is 2017 MXGP of Qatar track. Ooh, Jordy, very important interview in 9 hours. Well, good luck, my man. I'm right there with you in the job search, or I assume that's what it's for, is a job. So, best of luck to you, man. Hope you get it.
It's only a game.
Oh, man.
You have to be mad.
Garrett Crow's coming in clutch again. $5 more. I'm going to have to look and see what that message said, because it's a little small for me, to my puny eyes to read. Zoe Cross is down, but I don't want to pass him. I'm just going to let him go. Message said, never getting tired of your videos. Aw, man, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Trying to let Zoa go because I feel like I'm just going to be a roadblock for him right now. How do I get onto these online servers? Well, basically on multiplayer Blizzard, you can just type in the URL for each server into that address bar and then hit connect. But you can also go to mxsimulator.com/servers, and there is a list of servers there available to look at all the race stats from.
I'm just waiting for mate.
Thank you, Scott Easy, for the follow. But as I said, the servers page, mxsimulator.com/servers, there's also a place that you can hit that says connect to this server. And as long as you have the track, it should just launch sim for you, and you'll just go right into being able to play the track or get into the server. Trying to figure out where the smooth line is into this corner here. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Oh, saved it. Thought for sure I was going down there. I might have to look at Zoa's lines through that first couple of corners because he's catching me through there, but then I gap him in the rest of the track. It's a waste of a lap. Didn't get that line there.
Well, I'm just waiting for mate, as I said.
Thank you, Kulan Skalas Kufpar or something. I don't know what name that is. Let's hope I'm out of his way. Let me actually look at that. Kulan Skalas Puffar. Kulan, yeah, I don't know. Kulan Skalas Puffar. I don't know what that means, but thanks for the follow. Kevin Frazaka, I am in the EMF Q5 MXMFR 19808 server, man. You gonna race this one tomorrow, Kevin? Red bike because of your number 94? Well, this is the most red bike we have. This is our new sort of limited edition white and magenta bike that we just released with our updated pack. It was a design that Kyle, our bike designer, was going to put in the original pack, but we were trying to keep the pack small. But since we needed to update the dynos and I needed to update some gear norms anyway, we decided F it. We took some of the other rider skins out that we could to kind of condense it, but we still wanted to have this extra bike. So everyone's complaining about our giant file pack, but this is going to last us until 2018, and if they don't want to download it, that's fine. I understand. All right, from Zaka says he's going to race tomorrow, so we'll have a classic Kellen versus Kevin showdown, I'm sure. I get to race this GP tomorrow, midday, and I think it starts at like about 1 for me. 2 30-minute motos basically on a 450 on this track. Get all kinds of used to grippy traction and power of a 450, and hop on my trusty 252 stroke for tomorrow night and race that sucker. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to do that transition smoothly. Yeah, traction is really grippy jackknife. What's up, Vincent KTM? Oh, that's Jordy says it is actually an interview for a new school. It's a school who needs to check if you are worth it 100%. Oh, cool. Well, good luck getting into that school then. Jordy sounds awesome. I'm not too sure how this. I mean, I'm pretty up to date on how the schooling system works in Europe, but good luck to you. Oh, for Zach, it doesn't have a 6 class anymore. Looks like he's gonna be able to make it in time. Will I post the GPs this year? Well, what do you mean, JL Barb? What's up, Critical? How's everybody doing? How many people we got watching? We got 32 people hanging out watching this stream. The ride day was very successful yesterday, and if I didn't have to bleep out some verbiage used during the live stream would already be up on YouTube, but had to go back and do some cuttings, editing a little bit. But that's all right. You guys got to see that Jeremy is back today. Jeremy released his first video of his official comeback on the channel with the Reflex track review on San Diego. So he's back and he's going to be helping out a lot more, so that's good. We're going to get some online play stuff recorded for you guys, and he's got a couple other things up his sleeve that he's working on. Everybody seems to be pumped that Jeremy's back. Hell, I'm pumped Jeremy's back, because as much as you guys are probably tired of my BS, I'm annoyed at listening to myself sometimes as well, so I'm super glad Jeremy's back. He's obviously always been a huge help, and going into this together at the beginning, obviously we bounced a lot of ideas off of each other, and hopefully we're going to have some cool things coming up for you guys now that he's going to be back. I'm not too sure if I'll upload video of me riding the GPs. Like I mentioned in the most recent EMF helmet cam video that I did from Glendale when I got on the podium. I race in third person, obviously, and as much as I'd like to be able to record in third person, I actually have to go into windowed mode to do it with the recording program that I can record my high quality stuff at. So when you play in windowed mode, you're susceptible to a couple of things, one of which is if your like Windows update pops up, or you have QuickTime update or iTunes update or whatever. I try to close out all that bullshit, but it still always seems to pop up. That immediately windows you out. Whereas if the game is full screen, it doesn't do that. Also, if I'm in TeamSpeak and I'm in windowed mode and someone pokes me or something like that, which not many people can in the TeamSpeak I'm in anyway, but then also windows me out. So when it comes to these bigger races, like I did for the EMF Fun race, I did that where I like actually, from my perspective. But for the bigger races where I'm trying to get points, I'm trying to do well, you know, trying to earn a career number for next year in EMF, trying to get top 5 in the points, whatever. It sucks because when you play in windowed mode, it also takes a little bit of the frame rate out of your game as well, and it just like it's kind of a pain in the ass. And so I could record using OBS, but OBS chews up 1,000 gallons of your computer anyway. Like I'm already like just playing this a little bit, I have a little bit of lag, like just a tiny bit that I can tell, but then I know it's going to be hellacious when there's 40 guys on the track that I'm trying to compete with. So if there is a way to lock in your demo replay back to third person, then I would absolutely just go back and record that and then record the audio from it. But because I don't play in first person, I don't like to show the first person view and then post the audio on top of it from me actually playing, because then that's not really what I saw. So, you know, if I get frustrated at someone for taking me out on first person, it probably looks completely different than what I see in third person, for example. So, we'll see. No, I can stream without being in windowed mode. I'm not in windowed mode right now, but streaming eats up a lot of my computer, like I mentioned. And then also, what was I about to say? The quality that OBS records with is far worse than what I use to record with, which doesn't capture sim full screen. I have to do it in windowed mode. It captures most other games full screen, but it doesn't recognize sim as a game, so it cannot be captured in full screen with the recording program I use. I've tried to figure out a couple things, trust me, but and I truly, like, if I were to use Fraps, that eats up a crap ton of your computer space anyway, and it also it makes gigantic file sizes, whereas the program that I use, which I'll just tell you, it's NVIDIA Share, it records in 60 FPS, no problem, doesn't lag my computer at all. So if if I'm in windowed mode, it's not going to lag it. It's just going to be a little laggy because it's in windowed mode. And if I was full screen and recording with it, it still wouldn't lag at all. It's actually really, really nice on your computer, pretty much because it's taking it straight from the graphics card. But then also, like, just in general, it's a nicer program to work with because it saves the files a lot more condensed, and they also are way better when it comes to compressing videos once you're actually rendering them out and stuff like that. So, if NVIDIA Share could figure out that Sim was a real game and I could use it as a file extension that it would copy and then record full screen, then we'd be set to go. I could absolutely record my race gameplay. Or if I just had a better computer, I guess, too. But we can all dream. Screwed that corner up to hell. Screwed this corner up to hell. Missed the rut, and this guy's in the way. Yeah, I'm just gonna let all these guys go and wait for cross to come. Well, this guy went down, but I'm go. Let's see. I have a problem with Motion Enjoy DS3 controller. Apparently it's due to Motion Enjoy closing their servers down. Is there any software I could use to connect my controller? I'm pretty sure there's actually several softwares that allow PS3 controllers to be hooked up to your Microsoft product. I would just, you'd have to research it. I used Motion Enjoy way back in 2012 when I started playing the game, but really for no reason, because Motion Enjoy is the most helpful when it comes to using joysticks. And when I raced, I used the D-pad on my PlayStation 3 controller back then. So I was a nub, I know, but I had no use for Motion Enjoy. Damn it, keep crashing. or why don't you have Moto stream with cams like on RF, Scott Easy? Well, first of all, as much as I love the fact that Moto Gogo is helping out with streaming, we're paying him to do that, so it's costing us money. And yeah, I mean, like, it's just, I don't want to keep throwing a bunch of funds at it. And I mean, we could, but I'm broke right now anyway, being jobless. So I mean, maybe I could have him do that if I had a job and was actually able to pay him, but I just don't like people doing work for our channel and not getting paid, and especially someone like Moto Gogo, who I consider a great guy, but he's in a very, very rough financial situation right now. So, who's this lapper? Walter Gebhardt. Figured. Let him go. Actually, I think this is the last lap of the race anyway, so I might as well just finish and read what you guys are saying in chat. Oh, nope. I have one more lap. Never mind. This be 9-minute session or 8 plus 1? I hate this first turn and how bumpy it is going into it. It's hard to get really anything going into there. It's looking like a pretty good lap, just got to be able to finish it. Ah! Damn it. I was trying to get to the inside stupid rut. Didn't work. Like, oh, that was dumb too. I don't know how Walter didn't see me there. Some of these new players in the game, and I'm not trying to like bitch out anybody, and I'm not trying to direct this at Walter either, but they certainly just kind of don't really look ahead on the track ever. They just go right into sections like crazy. Do you have any idea why my wheel graphics won't load in the game, but I do see the option to equip them? It's probably because your wheel graphics, you don't have the model for the wheel, so you need to download the JMs and stuff for it, or you just have them in a subfolder, and so it's reading it incorrectly. Those are the two things that usually are the case when you can't see them. Greeting Kyle, 150, all the way from the UK. What's up? All the way back from the USA. Supercross Pig, what's up? I'm a bit of a noob with computers, so is it possible to silence all of the pop-up messages so they won't interrupt you? I mean, yes, I can get those pop-ups to go away. I can't not have someone poke me in TeamSpeak, which sucks because I like to have a spotter. But I like, yeah, just it sucks because like I would play in windowed mode, but I mean, you have to understand that it does eat up a lot of your computer to not only record something live, but do it while there are 40 other people playing the same track as you, and I'll have to try to be like actually a little bit chiller too, because when I race, like, I'm intense. Like, I don't talk. The only people talking to me are my spotters, and so I'd have to like try to calm down during a race that I consider a high intensity race in this game. And I don't know, it's hard to do. Like, I would like to do it, but it's not as cool as I think you guys think it would be. In terms of Hinners though, like, he is busy. during the day. The only reason he's back is because he has time at night now. It's going well, Supercross Pig, thanks. Is Moto a Go-Go expensive? He's not that he's expensive. It's just like, personally from my end, I don't like having someone do work for us and not paying them what I feel like is a fair pay for it. I'm already, like, in my opinion, feel like I underpay him. So if he's going to take over and do as many rounds as he is, then, I mean, obviously I have to pay him a good amount. So we're going to, I mean, he's going to get paid for his streaming services through RF, but he'll also get paid from us extra money so that, you know, he gets paid adequately for it. So like I said, it's not that it's expensive, but if I have him streaming 2 series, the turnaround revenue isn't really worth it on YouTube for us. I mean, our stream series, like for Race Factory and stuff, they do well, but they are absolutely not the breadwinners for us. Our original content is way bigger, way more views, way more revenue, stuff like that. All right, later, Jordy. And Ethan and Vincent all heading out. Alright, I need to get down to business and try to run a good lap here. I gotta see Matt Burkeen at the front of this field. Really just need to connect my lines a little bit better. I'm doing a bad job of attacking this track smoothly. Keep getting kicked in bumps and stuff like that. Nope, it's for Zach out front. Looks like he's just wearing Burkeen's jersey. What's up, Moto guy? Welcome to the stream. Again, anybody just joining us, this is pro qualifying with me, Kellen, on the MXSGP of Qatar track, which we'll be racing tomorrow. A little bit earlier than this particular time tomorrow. And I believe EMF is streaming it of some sort. I'm not too sure how that's exactly working out, but pretty sure they are. These ruts are really hard to see, and just when you think you're in them and you can lay it over and grip, the traction eats you alive. Come on, fucking traction. Gotta get into the 40s today at least. I'd like to be into the 39s, but ugh, stupid bumps. Just testing out how better that line is or worse or whatever. Low version ruts are nowhere to be seen. Oh, I believe it. I've been there before. I've had a computer that certainly did not work as well as I had hoped, and I had to download low versions of everything, run graphics fairly low. Still raced on it though. Better computers are almost like a cheat code in this game, honestly. You could have a player that's really good at this game, but they can't see half the bumps because they have a computer that won't handle it. And even so, my computer is still not that awesome. I mean, I'm only using the medium version right now, and the high version you could certainly see a lot better with. But you could also just run your graphics higher. Like, I'm not even full graphics right now, so. Pretty sure EMF is streaming the race. I honestly don't know though. They are very, very stingy with information about this whole thing. They waited until a week late anyway to release this track, and then nobody said anything about streaming. I tried to actually get in touch with them about getting someone hired way back like a couple months ago to stream for SYS, the EMF-GP series, and Storkin talked to me for a little bit, but then the rest was, they just didn't talk to me at all. There was no hint about who's streaming or who isn't or whatever, so I just gave up. Man, I'm having a tough time connecting lines right now. I keep doing that in that section too. Missed the rut here, sweet. Alright, we're getting closer to where I need to be, but still not even running the lap times I was running last night in qualifying. Oh my gosh! This traction is killing me. Yeah, you pretty much have to have the like weird alien riding style to shred it. They built the ruts in really, really dumb places. They built the bumps kind of all wrong in my opinion as well. And this traction is just like, if you're in a rut, it's grippy as hell. If you're going in a straight line, it's really grippy. If you're doing literally anything else, it's the most slick traction in the game. But in a slide out, it was like pretty good lap, but Not able to see how well it would have been. There's a 40, 40.8. All right. Now we're into the zone I need to be in. Oh. Alright, well, even so, that time really doesn't move me up, I think, all that far. Let's take a look. Oh, do that. Why is it not doing that? There we go. Alright. So let's refresh. 40.8 only moves me to 17th ahead of Tassone. But look at all these people in the 40s. If I could just run a 40 dead, I'd be like top 10. And then there's a gallon of people in the 38s. 2 people in the 37s, Root and Moreau. But they're only the 37 9s. Is launching the last section faster? Meaning what, John? Why is it doing this? Alright, there we go. Game was freaking out for a second. Let's see what people are saying. After the mechanics area, didn't know there was a rut. Wonder how people was railing there. Oh yeah, around the outside you mean? Yeah. Never been a fan of EMF ruts. Yeah, EMF ruts are weird. Must have ran a lap after got it, yeah. Big quad before the finish line? Yeah, absolutely. Quadding before the finish line is definitely faster. It slows you way down to hit that single on the way out. It's not tall or anything, but I mean, as you can see, like just riding up next to it, it's about the same height as the triple landing. So if you can get over the whole thing, you just land and you can stay on the gas. It's for sure pretty fast. Blizzard ran a 242. Hey man, that's something. That's better than a lot of people can run for sure in this game. This game is tough. So don't get down on yourself yet. Thank you, Suzuki Kid. I assume you're talking about my setup. This awesome custom set of white Thor gear that we added to the set, and then we also had a white helmet in the pack initially, and then we got the white and magenta bike. Honestly, I don't know how many of you people follow GPs or anything like that, But these white and magenta bikes remind me a lot of the Qatari Motocross Federation bikes that Factory Kawasaki ran at the GP in 2013, where it was white and it had like a little hint of like a magenta with it and stuff like that. No, Nate, I do not use the clutch in corners and stuff. Some people do just to get their momentum going a little bit more, but for the most part, unless you have a feathered clutch, like I'll light up the clutch and drop it, and my rear end will just slide out. So it's not worth it for me. Hunter's selling a setup for $50. 5 people have bought it so far. Yeah, well, that's what people do in this game. They kind of sleazeball money off of people a little bit, and you know, I'd like to think that the content we put out deserves the money that it gets, but some people obviously don't feel the same way about it, and that's fine. Oh my god, Walter is going slow. Thought from Zach was going to come down that middle rut, so I gave him it, but elected not to use it. Oh, come on, front wheel. Oh, no. Got on the bank a little bit too much. Ah, can't get it turned on that bank. Yeah. Oh, how did I ride out of that? Damn it. Oh, didn't know what rut he was down in.
Well, I'm just waiting for a mate, as I said.
Thank you, MX Master 46, for the follow, man. Sorry, guys, that I'm not talking. I'm try-hard mode, bro. Oh, that guy backed up. Oh, come on. What the f... is that rear wheel? It's Ringo. I was reading chat. Wow, I just ran over a tough block because I was looking at chat and somehow front flipped out of it. I'm just getting extremely lucky today. Uh-oh, somebody's flipping off the track. Oop. Got a knock on wood. Why? Because I'm extremely lucky today. Can't lose the luck. Maybe I need to get really lucky today and run a 37 and everyone's all like, what the F? When did Kellen become the fastest qualifier? I have to try hard 1,000 times now to try to beat his time. There's so many bullshit mind games like that that go on in this game. And I've been guilty of it for sure in the past, but there's so many people that are like for a while, Hunter Root would not sign up for like the Race Factory Gaming Nationals until the last possible second he could, so nobody could see what lap time he ran. And it was pretty much a mind game. It was pretty much like he didn't want people to see what lap time he ran, so other people would go try to run that time or get better. Oh, come on, Rut. Ugh. I mean, it's a decent tactic. I get why people do it, but it's just like, who cares, man? Like, why is it... I don't understand why for people it's so important to have the fastest lap time. Like, literally, all fastest lap time does is get you a better gate pick. It means nothing in the race. Like, once I have a lap time that I know is, like, it's gonna get me comfortably in a spot where my gate pick is gonna, like, be on the inside of the gate. Like, if I end up 15th or better in qualifying today, I'll be happy with that because I know that I'll have an inside pick on the gate. But what you should really do is run a good qualifying time and then spend a lot more time running lap after lap after lap after lap, just trying to do the, you know, consistent lines, taking different lines as well to get used to when you're gonna have to avoid downriders and stuff like that. There are way too many people now that are playing this game that know one line around the whole track, and that's the only line they can hit, and as soon as they're off that line, they have not a clue what to do. They are just all over the place. They sketch out and crash themselves, crash other people. And it's annoying too because like I practice that stuff, so I know how to avoid all these people. And then you have people lawn darting sideways across the track. And you're just like, bruh, come on. Oh my god, that rut is annoying. There's like 3 corners on this track that have ruts that like don't exist, and so you have to somehow try to slaw your way through there, and occasionally you'll just hook great, and sometimes you'll do like what I just did right there, where you get the first couple sections clean and then the rut just doesn't want to work with you. At least I got into the 40s though, but I mean, I gotta get better. I mean, we're gonna be streaming for another like 40 minutes or something like that, but I just want to get into the like mid 40s, low 40s if I can. Be nice to be top 10 in qualifying, just to kind of go in tomorrow and know that I'm gonna have a good gate pick. Do I have the Kellenbrower ride days planned out? There's no such thing as the Kellenbrower ride days, so I don't know what you're talking about, man. Sorry. Plus, not everyone can run the same time, so I wouldn't be worried about it too much. Are you a super fast guy, though? I mean, like 18 in novice points for RF, 18th. Are you talking about, am I a super fast guy? I mean, I don't know. Are you asking me? I don't know. My favorite round of Supercross this year, like in real life or in sim? In real life, well, I went to both San Diego and Glendale, but I also went to A1. I think I enjoyed, oh, I don't know. I guess I enjoyed the A1 experience the most, but in terms of the race, I think I enjoyed San Diego the most. In sim, I don't know. I really liked Atlanta last week. I liked that track, gelled with it. I mean, an 8th place finish. That's the first time since 2014 that I finished top 10 in a pro Supercross for RF. So I was pretty pumped on that. But I mean, I liked the Glendale track. I podiumed on it on EMF. I really was comfortable at Oakland too. Probably Glendale EMF was my favorite race. That was just nice to run up front with those guys, see what Tyson and Valtteri's pace was like, and know that I'm basically never going to be there. I do, Kevin. I just, I like to not loop out when I can. It helps with good starts as well, to be honest. 202 for you. That's pretty good, Bazia. It's a good time. Is there a race directly after quali? No, the race is tomorrow on this track. Went to Oakland. I'm pretty sure I heard someone get shot. Don't go up there. Hadn't planned on going to Oakland. I'm sure people from Oakland are great. No offense if you're a Raiders fan, for Zaka. But I've driven through that city once. Not the nicest place. Nico Izzy did not get arrested today. However, he did get arrested for burglary on Monday. Not too sure what it was that he was stealing, but I'm not too sure, JKBs. I would go to MXSEMF.com and click on the amateur qualifying thing at the very top of the page. Should be like EMF Pro MXSG or EMF Amateur MXSGP or something. It's right at the very top of the homepage. And it'll tell you in there what servers are available. Oh. Keep sliding out on this dang first lap here. Are you guys surprised that I know about Nico Izzy getting arrested? I mean, I am still a freelance motocross journalist, so I do contract work occasionally. Keep up on the industry, and I am a motocross fan, so obviously I'm gonna know quite a bit about the industry, and I have a lot of connections as well, so... I mean, come on, it can't be that surprising. Hey, 40.2. It's a pretty good time. Getting into those low 40s like I wanted to. Ah, missed that berm. Well, welcome Tyler Mallet, or Mallet, something, to the stream. Good to see that you watch the stuff on YouTube. It's nice to see people coming in from the YouTube side and checking out the Twitch side of our festivities. I almost screwed up that last lap in that long sweeper before that double that I just hit right there. Because I swung a little too wide, started to lose the front end, and it actually kicked me to the far left side of the track, so it worked, but almost a disaster. Ah, damn. Saw the rear end get kicked and I had nothing I could do about that. Maybe it's Nico Izzy that stole the KTMs. No, I don't think so. Nate, yeah, asking about the pro team for SYS and then saying, shouldn't I have a good representation in all classes? The thing about the SYS team is that it is literally people I would consider myself friends with, and all of you guys are awesome, like, I'm sure of it. But the thing that's nice about the team is that it's a bunch of people that like I've pretty much all met in real life and that I hang out with for the most part on a regular basis and talk to every day. And when I used to run a team back in 2012 called MXID, based off of a website that I made called Motocross ID, it was a pain in the ass. I had 16 people on the team at one point, and there was a bunch of fast dudes on the team, but a lot of them I wasn't like really like friends with or close with and talked to that much. And it was literally like babysitting. Like they would get in fights with each other all the time. They'd do a bunch of weird, stupid shit on the track, and they'd curse a bunch in chat. Like it was annoying. And they were a cool group of guys to just randomly hang out and talk to, but you let them have too much free range, and like you just don't want them to. Basically, you don't want them to ruin your company's reputation, in this case SYS, by contracting the wrong people to ride for your team. So while I would like to have more of the classes covered with SYS riders, I also don't want to go back to that same babysitting a bunch of people kind of thing that was going on before. I mean, it almost feels like that now with how many people we have on the team. But like I said, most of the people on the team are people that I talk to regularly and I'm very friendly with, so it's a lot easier to be able to communicate with them if I'm frustrated with something that they're doing or you know, something along those lines. — 40.8, yeah, I messed up a couple things at the beginning of the lap.
Well, I'm just waiting for a mate, as I said.
Yeah, fuck. Who just followed? Trey Broderson, 89, thank you for the follow, man. 40.2 is going to be this session's best. Probably give it maybe 2 more good sessions. 3 more maybe. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. See if I really want to keep just not enjoying this track. Yeah, I'll show you guys the suspension in advance as soon as I'm done with this race. It hasn't, like I said, I'm still running the same suspension in advance I've been using for Supercross this whole time. Not planning on changing it just for this race or just for the start of the GPs, because I don't really want to fiddle around with my setup a bunch and then get comfy with it and then suck in Supercross because I don't really expect the suspension to work a certain way or whatever. So I'll show you guys as soon as the race is over. I'll give this guy an extra lap. BJ Dickens. Come on, BJ. Giving you a lap, bruh. Scooch on through. Yeah, Make Faded, this is EMF. This is EMF qualifying. So go to MXSGP.com. Let this guy have a lap too. Oh, is that from Zaka? What does he lap down for? Let Dickens have his lap. And then I'll go over. 40.265. Let's see where that put me. .26 would put me in 10th, right ahead of Seabolt, because he did a 40.28. So I'm just off of Matt Agate's time, but now inside of the top 10. So I'm pretty comfortable at that time. That's going to put me in a really good position qualifying-wise. The worst I think I'll drop to is just inside of the top 15 probably. So that's nice. Alright, you guys wanted to see setup? Here is my setup. And I'm trying to work on this right here. I'm trying to work with running -1-1. I always, like my entire 450 career, I've run -2-2. So, not too sure why. I just got used to it that way. But this is my suspension. Let's see what you guys are saying in chat while you guys can either change it up or write this down or whatever. Get it down. The only way it'll go faster is if you throw fat scrubs. I've always wanted to watch them live, but I've been busy with my last. Oh, okay, cool, Tyler Mellett. Oh, JL Barb, first lap qualifying for you too. That's awesome. Jakey B's fastest lap of 57, but I got a 55, but missed timing gate by. Yeah, that sucks, man. Put Penny and Novice for your team. You need a rider who can't corner yet. I've got covered, man. Send the contract. All right, nice, Blizzard. Got a 216. You are getting better. Got a print on both. Jakey B's has a team if anybody wants to join, it sounds like. Here is my advanced. Thirsty. On suspension nowadays, I know you did a video on when it came out, but it wasn't really a tutorial. Well, I mean, it was a tutorial though because I explained what it did. And so if you watch our very first suspension tutorial, that explained literally what everything in your suspension did. And JLV added, I think, like 4 things, high and low speed dampening when it comes to, or damping when it comes to your shock and your fork. And I literally just went through and touched up on that for our September 2015 suspension update video. And it just, all I did was explain what it does. I wasn't trying to give you guys a setup to use, because my opinion when it comes to setups is try to figure it out on your own. Like, you definitely need to figure out a setup that works the best for you, because I've tried other people's setups and I can't do it. I can't ride with other people's setups the same way. So it's really about working out your own kind of setup. Do I make my own bikes? No, I don't. I can actually, let me show off the bike a little bit. This bike was created by Kyle Bennett, who is on our team. Go all the way to where I am. So this bike designed by Kyle Bennett. Obviously the graphics aren't in high detail right now, so. But yeah, he designed it. It's obviously our Vitamin Water SYS bikes. It's got a little magenta hint to the whiteness of it. We got some updated parts on it, like this this Git thing right here that is a it's a rev counter basically, so it tells you the correct RPMs that you need to be in on the start. We also have a I guess this is a hot start button on our bars. Now it was both made by Nate, who is the great legendary Nathan Zaworski, who's been in some of our videos. Yeah, bike's pretty sweet this year. I'm pumped on it. Not me. Did you just tell me to go away? All right. Let's run another session here. All right, I did a 40.2. If I can get into the 39s in these last 2 sessions, I will be pumped. Oh, sorry from Zaka. Slide around the corner. We good. Oh boy, getting kicked. Who is this anyway? It's Quarantine Julian. Oh, Mr. Red. Damn. What's up, Hoofed Soup? My throttle is squeaky? What's that supposed to mean? Welcome anybody also just joining the stream again. I'm gonna probably do 2 more sessions here of pro qualifying with Kellen on the MXSGP track. Losail, the opening round at Qatar. We're racing this sucker tomorrow for EMF. I'm not sure who's streaming it, so I can't give you guys the update on that. But I will be racing, so. Just trying to run a good qualifying time. I did a 140.2, which moved me into the top 10 qualifying wise, but trying to run a 139 here before we shut her down for the day. Can't see that guy around the corner. Tried to save it and just went right off the track. Ding, ding, ding. Stuck on the bales. Boom. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Hopefully you guys can hear the music too. Keep going back and forth between a couple playlists that I found on YouTube of non-copyrighted music, and they're alright. Not the best music. I certainly am not the biggest fan of dubstep and trap music and stuff like that, but it's pretty much the only stuff that's non-copyrighted. And I'd rather have a little bit of music playing on these streams for you guys than just complete dead air silence. Oh, come on. Why did that wall kick me like that? Yeah, I actually do like the black and blue bikes better, MX Master. This is a chat a little while ago, but I think I'm going to run this bike tomorrow simply because it's new. We finally released it, and I feel like for a nighttime race vibe, this bike looks pretty sweet for it. Like a nice, good, like kind of white and black with a little hint of magenta colored bike. Got the white and black gear, white helmet. Like, I feel like it's just overall a good setup for Qatar. I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna run this one tomorrow. Not sure what I'll run when it comes to Indonesia in a few weeks. We have 4 bikes to choose from, so. Oh, damn. Yeah, I remember you, Jakey Bees, for sure. It's good fun yesterday at the ride day. Damn, I keep crashing. Oh, really? You can hear my throttle squeaking on my controller? Sing to you guys? What do you want me to sing? I have no idea. I have a pretty terrible singing voice. I can get deep and do like some deep country songs, but I'm not very good at that either. Like what's that one like? Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Hear that music playing soft and slow. It's like the only good country song that I can sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Ah, crap. What is my favorite band slash singer? My favorite band is a band that was widely popular in the 1970s, but still tours to this day. It's a band called Rush. I like a lot of classic rock, and Rush is for sure my favorite band. Geddy Lee, Neil Peart. Good stuff. Yeah, Hoofed, I did release a track on the forums. If you go to the forums.mxsimulator.com and go under tracks, SYS Raceway - original release is the post name. Oops. Alright, let me try to get serious here for a second and run a couple laps at the end of this session. Oh, that's not gonna work. Damn. Working Man by Rush, Brett Q's Part Moto 7. Yeah. Rush is awesome. I love, my favorite song by them and favorite song of all time is a song called The Camera Eye. It's like 11 minutes of just some of the best classic rock. Love it. Oh man, front wheel. Yeah, lap wouldn't even be that awesome anyway. Ah, come on. That's a shitty way to start the last lap. How do I like the track so far? This track's alright. It's weird. Honestly, I hate the Qatar track itself in real life. I think it's a dumb GP, but I don't know. This track's okay, I guess. It's built kind of funky, but it'll work. I think it'll race okay. It's just gonna be one-lined. Really, really one-lined, honestly. Not a lot of options in the corners. If you like rock, you should look up Montage Rock on YouTube. They're pretty sweet. Yeah, I know there is plenty of non-copyrighted rock stations. It'd really just be more of a case of me like compiling a playlist of it, which I don't really want to do. But yeah, I'll probably do that in the future. Just right now, I'm just like, find a YouTube video that's 2 hours of non-copyrighted music, whatever, go for it. Damn, Quarantine, 138. It's pretty gnarly, man. Alright, one more session, I think, guys. One more session. Then we'll be done for the stream today. Thanks, Yannick. Yeah, Hagvis did a pretty good job with 2015 Low Sail. I kind of wish we were racing that version of it, to be honest, but that's okay. This one's alright. Well, Hoofed, you can come into this server and play with me. It's in the emfq5.mxsim.fr19808 server. Just try to stay out of people's way that are actually qualifying. But you should have been here yesterday, man, for the ride day. It went for 3 hours. We were streaming it the whole time. I haven't yet, Kevin, but I'll take a look at it right as soon as this stream's done. Been kind of busy these last couple days, obviously, so have a little bit more free time tonight, I think. Sorry, Hoofed. You know what you should do then if you didn't get the post notification? You should follow us on Twitter and Facebook, because we have a Twitter and a Facebook, and you can click those links by going to the chat or like the description below this live stream and like us and follow us there. And every time we stream, and most of the time when we post videos as well, we will post it on our Facebook and Twitter that we're doing something, and try to get as many people as we can to show up and get involved. The white SYS bikes look minty. Yeah, I think they look pretty sick. I personally do still like our blue Yamahas a little bit better. They just look so factory that I can't stop creaming over them, but this white one is pretty nice. Try the single tabletop from the inside, but it's definitely not faster, Yannick. Promise. Oh, you mean to like jump onto the table from the inside? I can't get that. I'm sorry, I'm not an alien. What the heck? Up, save it. No. I'm gonna let Quarantine go. He's running faster times than me anyway.
I'm just waiting for a mate, as I said.
Thank you, Holland7, for the follow, man. I appreciate it. We've got an awesome group of followers now. A bunch of new people have followed the channel these last couple weeks. And of course, please be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 6:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 p.m. Eastern, round 9 of the Race Factory Gaming Supercross Championship, which will be streamed by our good buddy Moto Agogo. You can follow him personally at twitch.tv/Moto Agogo. But tomorrow night we'll be streaming the RF race, or he will at least, from Toronto. Gonna be some good fun there. Halfway point of the championship. And after Shipley's DNF last week, it's pretty much a Tyson walk away, but still good racing to come by and watch nonetheless. Whoa, got a kick. Oh my god, somehow saved it and then jumped off the track and still fell. My picks for Toronto IRL Supercross. I mean, I think it's pretty hard right now to bet against Zach Osborne to win another race. I mean, he's looking really fast. But I still think Cianciarulo is going to win one of these things soon. So maybe Toronto, it'll be AC's turn. And then 450s. I'd like to say that Tomac is going to win again, but I feel like Marvin's going to win in Toronto. It always breaks down and it's really soft dirt in Toronto. And Marvin has been technically amazing when it comes to these soft dirt races. So as long as he can get a good start, which for some reason he hasn't been getting good starts. He's been getting horrible starts this last couple rounds. I think he'd win it, but we'll see. Talked a little bit about the IRL stuff on the Supercross Encore track gameplay video that's going to come out tomorrow morning, so you can obviously check that out and see my opinions. Alright, gotta try to run a 39 in this last session. Ah! Can't seem to hook into these ruts right now. For some reason, my MacBook keeps doing some weird shit too. It keeps like turning on and off. I'm not playing on a MacBook, for any of you that may have just heard me say that and thought I'm being weird. I'm watching stream chat on my MacBook. Ugh. The monitor that I play on is an Asus, and the monitor that is my second monitor is a Dell. I forget what they are exactly, what the exact specs of them are. Ah, so close. Ah, come on, front wheel. Damn it, that's gonna be the last lap too. Stupid. 40.3. Did a 40.2 earlier, so that's gonna be my best time for the day because I'm gonna be done streaming after this session. But man, I was so close. If I just pushed a little harder in a few other parts of the track, I'd be in the 39s by now. That lap felt pretty good though, but I made a couple mistakes towards the end that really cost me. I messed up the landing of the double jump up here, and then I ended up getting the sweeper all wrong, and then I kind of screwed up the corner after the tabletop up here too. It's kind of messy. Alright though. Did a 40.2 on Supercross suspension. I guess that's worthy of a little bit of happiness. $40.34. You can contact us. I'm Chambers at startyoursystems@gmail.com. So that's just one word, start your systems, all lowercase, @gmail.com if you need to get in touch with us about something. Take a look at where I am. 40.266. 10th. Behind Agate, Moiseron, Mabru, who I've never heard of. Tianan, Julian Langagergard, Mullins, Root, and Moreau. Hopefully I'll still be top 15 tomorrow. Be able to have a nice little inside pick on the gate. What's up, Ben K 2016? Let's see what other people have been saying in chat. Is the inside before the start straight faster, or do you have to slow down too much? I think it's you have to slow down too much to get into it. So I like really charging into the outside line on the track right after the mechanics area and getting into that corner. How do you go about setting up a team, Blizzard? You literally just make your own team. You can make your own skins, get your own riders on the team, and then pack everything up and make a team post if you want. It's quite simple. Yeah, there are quite a few RF guys racing this series. I mean, usually the thing that you can tell is if they have this American flag over here alongside their name, they're usually racing RF, and some people are racing both, obviously. So, kind of cool to see though. You find me a very attractive person? Why, thank you. I am not streaming my race tomorrow, Hoofed, but we are tomorrow night for RF. We'll be streaming again round 9 of the RF Championship. So make sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook so you guys can tune in for that. Yes, I run the exact same setup, Bazia, on a 250 two-stroke because I don't ride a 250F in the 250 class. But my gearing for that one is, actually it's also -1-1 on a 250 two-stroke, so no, I don't change my gearing. I don't ever stream myself, excuse me, a little tired. I don't ever stream myself racing because it takes up too much of my computer memory to stream and race at the same time. Anyway, that's going to do it for today and the stream. I got into top 10 in the qualifying, and I'm currently hanging out with Corentin Julian and Yannick Mueller on top of the jump. What's up, gentlemen? You want me to just like squeak in between you here? Just like, yeah, we'll have a, yeah. All right. Anyway, thanks guys for dropping by again with the stream today. We will see you guys tomorrow night on the stream, and be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel to check out all of our latest videos that we don't stream, but we also do other videos. This has been Pro Qualifying with Kellen at the MXSGP of Qatar. We got 10th in qualifying on a 140.2. And I'll be racing this tomorrow, and we'll be racing RF tomorrow night. You guys can watch that stream right here. We will have all the info on our Twitter and Facebook, so follow us there. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next stream.